Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ignite Futures Glow Forward with Jocelyn. I'm your host, of course, Jocelyn Brooks, and I'm so grateful that you're here. As many of you know, this is June and it's Pride Month, and it's all about love, visibility, community, and the courage it takes to live your life as your true self. For this episode, I wanted to do something very, very outside of the box that I've been in. I spent a lot of time talking about growth, leadership, education, coaching, life transitions, and personal development, and what it means to keep moving forward. But today, I wanted to bring someone very special into the conversation. You see, when people see me teaching, leading, coaching, writing books, recording this podcast, or building Ignite Futures by Jocelyn, they just see me. They don't always see the person supporting me behind the scenes, celebrating the wins, helps me through the setbacks, grounds me, and challenges me when I need it. And she reminds me to laugh when times get serious. She's been here through career transitions, business launches, uncertainty, big dreams, and everything in between. So today, I'm not just spotlighting my wife because it's most certainly Pride Month. I'm spotlighting her because she's an incredible person, an amazing partner, and someone who deserves to be celebrated. Pride Month is what makes this conversation more meaningful. So, babe, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, babe. Thank you for having me. My name is Nita, by the way.
Okay. I am so very grateful that you're here today with me. And for everyone listening, don't worry. This isn't a formal interview. This is just a conversation between two loving people. I didn't script her answers, and she and I are not aiming for perfection today. We're simply showing up as our true selves and inviting you into our conversation. This is a chance for you all to get to know the woman that I love. Before we jump into today's conversation, though, right, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that this episode is being released during a significant time. Today, we recognize Juneteenth, a day that commemorates like slavery, the United States, resilience, and ongoing pursuit of equality, equity, and justice. Freedom isn't just about the history that we walk into, it's an opportunity to belong and the ability to live authentically ourselves. Juneteenth and Pride Month are both rooted in visibility, courage, community, and a belief that every person deserves to be seen, valued, and respected for who they are. That's one of the reasons like today's conversations feels as strong as it feels. So let's go ahead and let's jump into this episode. How would you describe us right now?
I would describe us as just being as we're one. And when I say as we're one, we are connected through we're connected spiritually, we're connected emotionally, we're connected mentally, and we're just basically intertwined right now.
Okay. We are intertwined right now. What's something about our relationship that people probably wouldn't know?
I think people wouldn't know that you are a resilient wife. You go over and beyond, and you make sure that no matter the situation, that people know that I'm your wife.
And then what about the relationship, though? Do people not know that maybe you can share today?
Okay, so I would say people don't know that our relationship is based on just showing love, and my wife has always made sure that people know who we are and we're recognized.
Okay. What does Pride Month like really mean to you in your own words?
I think Pride Month for me means living my truth and living out loud, boldly. And I mean boldly in a way that um, I know at the beginning of my coming out story, I wasn't always openly, just a little, reserved about coming out. But at some point, I just said, you know what, fuck it. It's my life. It's no one else's life, and I should have the ability to be able to live it freely.
Okay. Um, Hopefully that's empowering to many people right now struggling to live out loud and live boldly. Um, I love that answer because I think one of the most beautiful things about my or any healthy relationship is creating a space where both people feel seen, valued, respected, and most certainly accepted. And honestly, that's something that every person deserves, right? What does it mean to be able to live and love openly today?
It means a lot, just based on the world that we're living in today. We're going through a lot of hardships pertaining to equality. Um, just in general, overall, the world is not what it should be, and I think we can all attest to that. But living out loud right now, it means everything because we have fought a good fight. We're continuously fighting, and we have to walk and stand tall.
How do you think that we've helped each other like become more, I guess, ourselves?
Um, Day to day, just making sure that we challenge one another. Um, we are humble and we don't forget where we come from. Um, that being said, Knicks at 5. Let's go Knicks, and we are from Brooklyn, and we will never, never, never be that. You feel me?
Okay. All right. Next at 5. Okay. Before I ask the next question, I want to take a moment and tell you something that I admire about you. On top of you being very comical. People see your job title and they see what you do, but I see your resilience, right? I see your work ethic. I see your loyalty. I see your heart, and it is bottomless. And I see that you pour in and you continue to show up for the people that you love. And even when life is challenging, you don't stop. You don't give up. And I see someone who works hard, solves problems, adapts, and keeps moving forward. And you pour a lot into people that don't always deserve to be poured into, but you love the way that you love. And so here's my question. What qualities are you most proud of in yourself?
I'm proud of the fact that um, I just love hard, and I am proud of the fact that I'm a person that is resilient and uh, just organized and uh, stable in things that I want in my life and what I don't want. And also proud of the woman that I have chosen and that has chosen me. um, I'm so proud of that. And I'm just proud of where I've been and where I am today.
Okay. So I want to discuss your career. And she's a field technician. And I want to have my listeners know what is it that you do, where do you work at, and yeah, just anything you might want to share about your job.
Okay. So I work for a company called Intrust. It's a data card company. Basically a technical um, company, and what I do is I go into the bank field and I work on the debit card machines and basically repair, install, uninstall printers, and I also fix the Costco membership printers.
She's always traveling. Okay. What do you enjoy most about your job?
I,
My apologies, your career.
I would say I love making people happy every day. And the fact that I have the ability to teach them techniques and things about the debit card printer that they're able to print a card on site for a customer. So that's my main focus in making sure that they know the technical side behind what they're distributing.
And how did you come across this job, this title, this career?
Well, first, I actually went to school for HVAC, which I have my associate's degree in. And then I posted my resume on Indeed. Someone found me on Indeed, which is a great site for getting a job. So they found me, and the rest was history.
What do you do when your work gets stressful? Like, how do you release or relieve some of that stress?
Well, I would say I relieve some of that stress with talking to, first of all, my wife, and then also having music. Music is my life, so I love music, and listening to that day to day, it just keeps me mellow, sane, and at peace.
What is one thing that you think that you bring into our marriage that allows us to work great as a team?
I would say it might be
Oh God.
crazy to
Oh, I don't know what she's gonna
I would say having no filter, no filter at all. It's bad for some, but good for others.
Oh, she ain't got
You
that.
feel me?
Man, slap the crap out of her sometimes. I think it's important for people to know, like, we're real people and we're both from Brooklyn. Just a little backstory about us. We grew up on the same block in Brooklyn in Flatbush. And her aunt and my uncle used to club, hang out, chill together, but we never met. And her grandmother was an RN and my grandmother was an RN. And they didn't work together, but that was just weird. And her great grandfather was a minister, reverend, and my grandfather, may he rest in peace, continue to sleep. He was a minister as well. We met in 2015 on OK Cupid. Then I moved from Brooklyn, New York to Charlotte with my son and my dog, and we got married. She proposed to me in 2019, and then I proposed to her at the end of 2019 because she's a female. She deserves that. And to see how it feels for someone to get on their knee and give her a nice ring with light. And her proposal happened in Botanical Gardens, S2E, by the way, S2E in Charlotte. And we got married in Stokesdale. 2021 in September. So this coming September will be 5 years married and 11 years together. One thing that I've learned is that relationships are built because two people never struggle. Let me say that differently. They're built because of the struggle. They're built because you choose each other through the struggles. My wife and I have always chosen each other through good and bad. And it hasn't always been perfect, but we have each other's back. Okay, getting that serious. Okay, so let's break it up a little bit. What's something funny that people would never guess about you and I?
Um, I would say that we like to um watch movies, and we like to enjoy having a good time, and we feed off of each other's energy, and we just like to turn up and enjoy life.
But I don't want you to think like we're like this perfect couple because I promise you that we're not. But we do have some fun. Like last night, she pissed me off and went stopped running her mouth. So I took all my water that was in my bottle, ice and everything, and I threw it at her. And then I got her bottle and I threw it at her too. So she was just soaked and
I
drenched.
was so
She wet my hair too. So those are some of the funny moments that we have, and I think that it's amazing. Um, so just looking ahead a little bit, right, babe? When you think about our future, what do you want our relationship to like grow into, feel like, be like?
I want our relationship to grow into a powerhouse. And I mean, as far as people from all over, or just people in general knowing who we are when we step outside, or us just walking into a room and it's just, you know, people know who we are, what we stand for. And that's what I look for.
Oh, she wants us to be powerhouses. I already think I am. I think she is, and so it's all good. If you had to describe us in one word, like right now, what would it be? One word.
Mm, I might have to think about that one.
No, I need an answer. I'm so sorry. This is not a part two.
I think I would say spectacular.
What does living authentically mean to you?
I think that it means uh, just living out loud, um, and being uh, original, and I mean originally being who you are set to be, not living through someone else's spotlight, living who you're supposed to be day to day.
What would you say to someone who's trying to live more authentic, and they're struggling?
I would definitely say um, build your own community if you don't have one. Also, just making sure that you gain uh, true and real friendships that you need to be supportive and be in your corner. Um, and also lean on, if you're not religious, whatever beliefs you believe in, lean on those things as well.
Juneteenth is a time that reminds us like how far we've come. And it also reminds us that we still have work to do. Um, it's a reminder that freedom isn't just about history, it's about dignity. It's also about opportunity. It's about belonging. It's even about creating communities, workplaces, schools, and relationships where people can show up fully as themselves. That's exactly what Pride Month is about, hence to why Juneteenth falls in it. Whether we're talking about race, identity, relationships, LGBTQIA plus community, like education, opportunity, the goal is ultimately the same thing, to create spaces where people feel seen, where people feel valued, where people feel respected and wanted, and a space where people are empowered to thrive. I mean, that's what freedom generally looks like. That's what belonging most certainly looks like. And that is what growth, intentional intentional growth looks like. Like, I love that. And honestly, I think that's the perfect place for us to end. Um, as we celebrate Pride Month, I hope that this conversation, well, we hope that this conversation reminds people that Pride is about so much more than a month on a calendar. It's about authenticity. It's about courage. It's about community. It's about dignity. Okay. It's about showing up, showing out. Okay. As yourself and allowing others to do the same with no goddamn judgment. It's about creating relationships where people feel safe, supported, valued, and loved for exactly who they are. Right. And it's about love. Oh, it's about love. It's about love, and the kind of love that helps us grow as individuals and that helps us grow as like together, right? The kind of love that celebrates everything about us and them. The kind of love that creates space for people to become who they're meant to be because you have a purpose. So whether you're part of the LGBTQIA plus community and ally or someone still figuring out who they are, I really hope that this conversation reminds you that there is incredible power, right, in living authentically and loving wholeheartedly. Before we go, I want to say something publicly. Babe, I thank you and I love you like from the moon and back. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for loving me the way that you do. Supporting all of my dreams, moving, and thank you, like, just for being my wife, right? You challenged me to grow constantly. And I want to thank you for standing beside me through the difficult seasons because Lord only knows I done had a lot and the beautiful seasons that I have had and will have. You are my partner. You are my support system. And one of the people who have become a better person along with me because I've become a better person. Um, I I don't think that life would be the same way without you in it. Um, sorry. Thank you for sharing your story today. Thank you for joining my lovely podcast. Thank you for allowing people to get to know you. She does not normally do this. So, thank you for being my partner, just in general, just for being you. To everyone listening, thank you for spending this time with us today. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to follow and most certainly subscribe to Ignite Futures Glow Forward with Jocelyn. It is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and all major podcast platforms. You already know I'm an author, so you can also find my books, which is From Stuck to Spark and Seasons of Growth, Rediscovering Yourself Through Life's Transitions via Amazon. Also through my LinkedIn. My link tree. I'm shifted over to having a newsletter on LinkedIn. So please find me there. It's called Grow Forward. As always, keep glowing, keep growing. Let's grow together. Let's glow forward and let's ignite what's next together. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride. Happy Juneteenth. And thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Thank you for being a part of this community. Cheers to you.